Hello, my name is Marco, and this is my channel where I try to submerge you and me deeper into the world of movies. Today, I'll be talking about a new movie that just hit theaters, The Green Knight, and 3 reasons why you should watch it. Before I begin, just tell you a little bit about the story. It's about Sir Gawain, or just Gawain, an almost knight, and also the nephew of King Arthur, and his tumultuous quest to find honor and the mysterious Green Knight. There's a lot of other stuff I could tell you about the story, but to be honest, the less you know going in, the better you are off. And lastly, before I start, this will be a spoiler-free video, so you got nothing to worry about. Jumping right in, the first reason that you may want to check this movie out is that it's about as far away from a generic fantasy story as you could get. At the beginning of the movie, you kind of expect that this is going to be one of those stories where you have your hero in the beginning and he kind of sucks, but as his quest unfolds, he's going to gain some heroic traits along the way and end up a better person, and everything's going to all end up okay. This is not that. I'm not spoiling whether he learns anything along the way on his journey or whether he becomes a better person in the end. I'm just saying this is very much not a conventional story. This may be a bit of a negative for some people who just want a fun fantasy movie, but if you're looking for something that's a bit challenging and different, this movie is definitely both of those things. Now, the second reason that you should watch The Green Knight is that the movie itself is just beautiful, and it's beautifully shot too. This movie definitely deserves an Oscar nod for Best Cinematography, and even if you're unsure of how much you're going to like the plot of this movie, at least you're going to have a good time watching what's unfolding on screen just because of how good looking it is. I also want to mention that the cinematography also does have a positive effect on the story. It really does help make the world feel real and deep. This isn't one of those situations where the movie is uninteresting and has an uninteresting story, but it's pretty to look at. The cinematography really does enhance the movie. My third and final reason that you should watch The Green Knight is, I guess, because of Gawain's character himself. This is kind of piggybacking off of my first reason, but I really do feel like it's worth mentioning him separately because his character really is very subtly complicated. He's also worth mentioning not only because he's played very well by Dev Patel, but also because he's very different from the types of protagonists that we generally get in these kinds of fantasy movies. And so, although the story itself is pretty original, this character feels original as well. All of these things come together to create a beautiful movie with a complex protagonist and a challenging plot. This isn't a straightforward film, but if you're looking for a movie to watch that's enjoyable, but that's also going to leave you with something to think about afterwards, then The Green Knight might be for you. That's pretty much it, guys. I really enjoyed watching The Green Knight, and even though as I left the theater, I wasn't super sure how I felt about it, the more I thought about it, the more I grew to like the movie. Now, before I wrap up, I just want to try giving a rating to this movie. I want to start doing that at the end of these videos to provide some sort of frame of reference for how good I think these movies actually are. And I also want to try to be more objective rather than just going off of how much I liked something. So, having said all that, I would give The Green Knight a 3.9 out of 5 stars. And it is, in my eyes, a very good movie. So, if you guys like this video, then maybe go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, because movies, you know?